If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to a Bitcoin update today. And right, so yesterday we had a conversation regarding Bitcoin, and I showed you a new pattern known as ascending broadening wedge. And let's do that very quickly. Ascending broadening wedge. And you're going to see on the images, the first image that you see for reference is this one, right? So you have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. You have an upper trend line and a lower trend line, and a break to the downside, a retest to the upside. Okay, so you can see the prices look pretty much something like this, and that's called as an ascending broadening wedge. I can show you some more examples as well. Here we go. Something like that as well is going to be an ascending broadening wedge. So that is unfortunately bearish, and on a context, this is what Bitcoin is printing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's what Bitcoin did right over here. So if you look at it this way, I want to see Bitcoin actually coming all the way down to $20,500. So we're still not done yet. I just want to see the EMAs and how the EMAs are behaving at the moment. Now, based on the EMAs, you do have the 55, and there's a little bit of a debate that can be done that, hey, you have a bull cross, right? You have a bull cross down here. Is this a move to the upside and coming down to backtest the EMA? That's a very good question, actually. If you look at it this way, you have a bull cross, you shoot to the upside, you're coming down to retest the EMA. So if you're still holding above the EMA, why go down? All right, so let's talk about EMA versus a chart pattern, right? EMA versus chart pattern. Now, if you had to bring a scale and you have to measure Bitcoin, EMA on a scale, and you have to measure a chart pattern like this ascending broadening wedge, which is printing out on a scale, you will come with the result, first of all, that the chart pattern is more heavier than an EMA. The reason being is EMAs, they lag, okay? They're lagging indicators. They lag behind the chart patterns. Chart patterns, mostly, they're the leaders, and indicators are the followers. That's the thing. So you look at the leading thing first instead of looking at the EMA, if that makes any sense. Because if you look, and this is just small, tiny difference that I talk about in details in the course, and that's what makes the whole difference. That's what makes the whole trading difference. Again, you might say, oh, the EMA is there to save the day. Now, if someone is bullish, they will tend to be biased on this direction, that this is actually holding the 55. If someone goes with logic, then you're going to understand that it's just a chart pattern. You have the support 1, the support number 2, and you've lost the support and you're closing below the support. Now, in order for the EMA to make sense, right? In order for the EMA to have any value at the moment is only in one aspect. If the prices jump back up to nearly $23,200 and then they crawl above the 10 and the 20 once again, and then you continue up like this, that means you have a fake out down there and we're back in play, and then you're looking for a higher target. And let me tell you, the higher target is going to be up here to nearly $27,000. When you touch $27,000 in the future, maybe you go down back to 20,000, because that's going to be an extended ascending broadening wedge. It's still an ascending broadening wedge, but a very big one, right? So that's what you have to keep in mind. And some few more things that I can talk about, like, for example, the market to me still shows more downtrend. If I show you key, for example, here, you do have a bearish pattern known as a descending triangle, and this is how key looks like. Okay, you've been pumped, and right now I've been looking at key for quite a while. You went up, came down, went up, came down, went up like this. You haven't broken out, but it does seem like this is a bearish pattern in 90% of the cases, and you might be looking for that drop to the downside. How much down are you going to drop? That does look like you're about to drop 40% down. If I show you run RNDR, I don't know, this is how they call it, then you have this double top here, and you have a technical target all the way down to 0.813, and I've been looking at it since it was up here at 1.6, and we're trading at 1.18. okay, so I've actually been saving 27% of the dumps as well. And if I show you further dumps that I'm looking to save is 31%. Okay, and these are all in my private sector where I'm talking about all this pattern. It's even crazy. All right, so you have a double top. If I show you Solana, I've even talked about this on my private channel again. I said that this is Adam and Eve double top, okay, where you have a very big broadening top and then you have a very small narrow top to the to this side, and that is known as a Adam and Eve's double top. This one looks to take Solana down to 15.76 in the future. So I don't think Bitcoin is interested to move up. Bitcoin, I've talked about it before. There is I do see, bearish divergence. I see a lot of things. I do see altcoins trying to come down as well. So nothing in the market is actually amazing. Technical target 20,000, come back up to $23,200 is going to be in validation, but you might even continue to 27, and then in the future from 27 go down. But I highly doubt you're going to do that. I highly doubt you're going to go back above. But if you do go back above, then we're potentially looking for the upper resistance of $27,000 and then come down and break down. So that's it for this update at the moment. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.